सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियां जब दिल को छू जाएं,
कट करूँ ना भाई, दिख नहीं रहा क्या तुम्हें?
एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, your baby's best friend.
Bubble boom, खुशी का boom. Bubble ooh.
Number 13 of Straight Traders presents Delhi Saudagran Premier League Season 7. The boys in grey still searching for the first victory, whereas they're up against Mectum Farmer, who had a pretty decent outing last time around, but they were up against Surati Perfumes one and were able to defend a total of 153. Tonight, while batting first, they have lost a wicket early. Mustafa Musa was the one who picked up his first wicket, and he's continuing with his second over as well during this first mandatory power play for the batting team, where just 2 fielders are allowed outside in the first 4 overs, and then obviously you can choose the next power play, which is of the remaining 2 overs at any stage till the 16th over. Slightly slower, but couldn't pierce the gap there on the offside. A must-win game for a SAC. Otherwise, if they go on to lose this one, their fate will be exactly the same that of Surati Perfumes, who are down and out of this tournament. In fact, they have been the first team to get eliminated from this DSPL Season 7, as they won't be able to qualify for the knockouts. And SAC, if they want to make sure that they have even a slimmest of chance of proceeding to the knockouts, they'll have to make sure that they get the better of the opposition tonight. There's been a lot of attempt at slower delivery so far in this over from Mustafa Musa. The previous one was well outside the awesome that was left alone by the right-hander. Now he's seeking some runs as well. Saqib Ikhlas, first couple of outings, he hasn't really got a big score for himself. Looks like a pretty decent batting strip, because the ball is coming onto the bat nicely, although he hasn't really been able to pierce the gap on the offside in this over, Saqib Ikhlas, but we know what he can do if he spends time out there in the middle. Both the sides started their campaign with a defeat. SAC lost their first match against Delhi Boys, or if we talk about Mectum Farmer, they suffered defeat in the very first match as well, but they came back strongly the other night against Surati Perfumes. Nicely flicks that away, gets it in the gap, just Saqib Ikhlas, and he gets it past the fielder too. Well, it should have been just a single or a couple at max. A better effort from that fielder. A square leg could have prevented that boundary. Up till now, he has been looking to play everything on the offside, but on that occasion, he was just able to use his wrist and work that one towards wider square leg region. A brilliant way to end the over. This from Saqib Ikhlas. He was able to get that in the gap and was able to get a boundary as well. So boundary to end the over it is. 3 overs are now done. Mectum Farmer still 1 down with 19 on the board. So Ahmed is still out there in the middle. He has been regularly opening the innings for Mectum Farmer. He's got 12 up till now, 7 deliveries that he has faced. Now he's going to be up against the left-arm orthodox of Humaid Waqas. He went wicketless the other day. His first 3 overs were economical, but was a touch expensive in that last over when he was introduced in the power play. Now he's got a runner for him, Humaid. So Saqib Ikhlas, well, initially he was looking interested to come back for the second one, but his partner just denied that towards the end. Was cleaned up the other day by against Zishan Arshad, the off spinner, with the ball that was angling into his leg stump. Saqib Ikhlas, who is a pretty decent player against the spin, especially when he's just looking to push the ball towards the leg side. I'm pretty sure he'll be looking to get that single towards the vacant mid-wicket region. It's the last over of the first power play, so you can expect majority of the fielders inside, but they have taken a fielder at deep mid-wicket. He doesn't really attempt a lot of slog sweeps, but he does work the ball towards short mid-wicket. Tries to go towards long gone. There is a fielder out there, will just get a run. But the way he timed that one, Saqib Ikhlas, it did seems like it's a very decent pitch to bat on. All the runs are usually very easy to score, especially in the first 4 overs, and the ball is hard and new, and there's not a lot of turn available for the spinner, especially because it's very difficult to grip the new ball. But we haven't really seen Mectum Farmer proving to be that aggressive at the start of their innings. He has just moved a little fine at that fielder at short fine. Hits it to the wider region of long on. There is a fielder out there, but he's going to look to come back for the second, and he'll get there easily. The runner who is running between the wickets for Humaid. So we have got Humaid on strike, the left-hander, and Humaid Waqas bowling as a left-arm spinner. A lot of difference when you talk about their roles, and a lot of difference if you talk about their heights. Running the first one hard, but will be just content with that single. Didn't have a decent outing, Team SAC, if they talk about their last match against Safe Pharmaceuticals. And at one stage they were in a driving seat at 122 for 6 Safe Pharma, but they were able to capitalize in the last few overs, as a result of which they were able to post 181, and that became difficult for SAC to chase down, and they lost momentum in the middle orders. And today, once again, they're going to be chasing down the target. So thrice in 3 matches, they have been asked to chase down the target. A lovely delivery. Not a lot of turn, but it just straightened after pitching. Didn't do anything wrong there. Saqib Ikhlas was just looking to defend it, but the ball was very close to the outside edge before it landed in the wicket keeper's glove. So dot ball it is to end the over. It's 24 for 1 after 4.
Strong workouts needs smart hydration. Shop now at applehomeware.com. Delicious meals start with smart stylish storage. Shop now at applehomeware.com.
With Hajj Khair Se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experiences, where every step is thoughtfully planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair Se, we extend the same promise: refined service, thoughtful planning, and complete peace of mind. Beyond sacred journeys, Al
So double bowling change just from SAC. We saw Hamed Waqas being introduced in the last over of the power play from the opposite end, and now from the Jamaican end, we're going to witness Ahmad Shakil. They've got depth in their batting order, that's for sure. Ali Parvez Chawla yet to come, and we saw how well Tala Malik and Aswar Salim batted in their previous match, and they set up a brilliant partnership for the 4th wicket, because at one stage they were 29 for 3, but they were able to get that partnership for the 4th wicket, where Tala Malik scored valuable runs towards the middle order, and we saw Aswar Salim scoring a half century. And they've got the left-handed wicketkeeper batter Ibrahim as well, who has been in pretty decent form with the bat. So if they play their full 20 overs, you can expect them to go past 150, 160. That is nicely worked away by Saqib Ikhlas. That is his strong zone, and he's going to get a boundary behind square on the leg side. Can't really look to target the leg stump of the right hander, especially when you haven't really taken a fielder at short fine leg, because you can see some dry patches towards that side of the ground, so the ball usually travels very quickly if it clears the infield. The ball is still relatively new. It's just the 5th over of the innings, so you can expect the ball to travel very quickly across the outfield, and you're asking for trouble when you haven't really taken a fielder at fine leg. But surprisingly, that wasn't really given as a wide by the on-field umpire, and that's what Saqib Ikhlas is asking the umpire as well. Have a look at his position. He was setting down on one knee, trying to place that one on the offside. He's still asking. I'm not sure the umpire will be convinced. It's going to be a dot delivery nevertheless. Well, he was dismissed in a similar fashion the other day against Surati Perfumes when he was looking to cut that short wide delivery outside the off stump and got a thick edge. It was taken behind the stumps. But he looks more stylish and more confident when he is looking to turn the ball away with his wrists towards leg side, especially between mid-wicket and square leg. Still going at just over a run a ball, Mectum Farmer. Comes around the wicket against the left-hander, and Hamed continues to play straight down the ground to get singles for himself, as he's going to retain the strike at the start of next over. 5 overs are now done. A quiet over this from Ahmad Shakil. There's 7 runs off it. It's 31 for 1.
Air offers international tours, airline ticketing, and curated Visit Saudi experiences, all delivered with the same standard of care. Al Khair, Pakistan's leading travel agency since 1992.
So just one over for Humaid Waqas, and now he's been replaced by the leg spinner Zaid. The very first delivery went just over the points head. That brought a couple of runs once again to Humaid, who has now scored into the 20s. Well, it's his highest individual score so far in this DSPL Season 7. So I'm pretty sure he must have been enjoying his time opening the innings for Mectum Farmer. You might see more and more of him in the upcoming editions of DSPL and possibly DCCL as well. Who doesn't want to be an opener? Especially in these sort of conditions when the ground is in a wonderful state and you've got a wonderful batting strips throughout the tournament. Slightly short, gets it wider. No chance for long off fielder. That's a quality stroke from Saqib Ikhlas. Well, he's not afraid of giving himself room and hitting it towards the offside of the back foot, especially after the fact that he lost his wicket in a similar manner in the previous match. It was dropped too short and was just a little outside the off stump. He was still able to place that one wider of extra cover and long off. Well, he was lucky to get away with that, Zaid. Otherwise, it was another hit-me delivery from the right arm leg spinner. It was outside the off stump. It was pitched up. Saqib Ikhlas opened the face of his blade, but still couldn't get it past the fielder at point. Similar delivery. This time he get more control of that stroke, but will just get a run towards deep extra cover. He's growing in confidence and stature after every other delivery that he has been able to place from the middle of his bat. Saqib Ikhlas. Noman Arfin, well, you can expect him to be slightly happier because of the fact that Mectum Farmer haven't really gone away with the scoring rate, but we have seen how things change in the last 3 or 4 overs, because SAC was the one who was at the receiving end against, say, Farmer Eagles. Hits it in the air now. It doesn't really carry to the fielder at short extra cover. He was standing at the edge of the ring, a step or two forwards, might have been able to get closer, but the ball just falling short of him. He was looking to force that ball off the backward, something that he has done throughout his innings up till now. It was in the air, but luckily the ball didn't carry to the fielder inside the inner ring. So 8 runs in that over from the leggy after 6. Mectum Farmer 39 for 1.
मेरी बेहद मेरा स्टाइल, मेरा बेयर ऑयल
Into his second over now, Zaid. It's another opportunity for the fielder at long on, and this time it's Shayan who puts that one down. Well, it was a full toss from the leg spinner, Umaid. Well, he would have loved to make use of that gift that was presented to him. It came right out of the middle of his blade. He still couldn't get it wider of that fielder at long on, and Shayan, well, got to him at a very decent height, but he was straight away looking at his hands, and that must have hit him really hard. Well, it's not the first time we have seen, but it's turning out to be that sort of a season where a lot of sides have been able to go past 200 while batting first, and they have been able to defend the total. On the other hand, we have seen a lot of catches being put down. Maybe it's the fact that the tournament is getting played towards that time of the year where it has been absolutely freezing cold. It's been a very long spell of winters that have turned towards this part of the country. That's why you have seen a lot of players wearing their blazers and their jackets as well over their jerseys. Well, we saw Umaid Waqas wearing a hoodie underneath the jersey that he's wearing today. Now it's a bit of an appeal there from the wicket-keeper, and the finger has gone up. Well, Umaid cannot believe it. It was a late and a delayed decision there from the on-field umpire. It was a fuller delivery outside the off stump. Initially, he was looking to just use his feet there, Umaid, and then he was looking to drive that one. Imadzia was very confident straight away, and then soon after we saw the bowler joining in that appeal, and then the umpire raised his finger. Well, the decision has been made, so not really sure what Umaid is waiting for, or the umpires are having a word out there in the middle. Well, there is no doubt that the catch was taken cleanly. Now, whether some bat was involved or not, I think the umpire has decided already, so there is no point of waiting for it. But let's see what the two on-field umpires decide. It seems like Umaid has already decided to leave the crease. He doesn't look happy, but he's going to have to walk back after scoring 22. Mectum Farmer have lost another. They are 47 for the loss of 2 wickets.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार।
So a couple of wickets have now gone down for Mectum Farmer. Both the openers have now been dismissed. We saw Umaid losing his wicket when a catch was taken by Imadzia behind the stumps. So that now brings another left-hander with the crease, Ali Parvez Chawla at number 4. Well, he's batted in all 3 positions up till now. He has opened the innings, he has come down at number 3, and today he's being asked to bat at number 4. Nicely drives that one towards extra cover and straight away picks up a single. Now there is no one backing up, and the bowler did not show any interest in gathering that throw, so that allowed Ali Parvez to come back with the second one, and he was very well aware of the fact that there was no other fielder who was interested in that throw, so he straight away asked his partner to come back for the second one. Well, they're talking about Umaid Waqas wearing a hoodie beneath his jersey, and he was just standing in the background at long off, so that suggests how difficult the weather conditions have been in the last couple of weeks, and that's why we have seen a lot of catches being put down, even by one of the really good fielders. He's still thinking about it. He's still not happy. Umaid Waqas could have been a different story altogether had Sabiq Ikhlas had been dismissed a couple of overs back, and now Umaid, who was dismissed early in this over, would have been 50 for 3 right now. He's bowled well. He's bowled really well, Zed. Just 5 runs and a wicket in that over. After 8, Mectum Farmer 50 for 2.
आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियाँ जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
So Ahmad Shakil into his second over. And Numan Arfin has left the field maybe for the drinks break. Six and a quarter, the current run rate for the batting team. Coming around the wicket for the left-hander, works it away nicely towards backward square leg. There's Ali Parvez. He's got all the shots in the books. And on a lot of occasions we have seen him giving away or throwing away his wicket after getting to a pretty decent start. We saw that happening in their very first match against Little Darling by Zubaida, where he was opening the innings and scored quick fire 29 before he lost his wicket and was dismissed very early in the very next match. But today he's got the opportunity to just play a few quiet overs. He can afford to do that because he has got a set batter at the other end, Saqib Ikhlas, who has been scoring boundaries and has been scoring runs at a runner ball. He was just checking that fielder at short fine leg. So I just get the feeling he might look to play behind square if the ball is pitched outside the leg stump. Instead, he decides to go over extra cover. He hasn't really got hold of it, and the ball just goes over the outstretched hand of that fielder. And that allows Saqib Ikhlas to come back for yet another couple. Well, it's got to say it's been the third opportunity that has been given to Saqib Ikhlas, and that too against the same bowler. Ahmad Shakil could have picked him 3 times today. We saw a catch being put down in his preview. In fact, twice he was put down, first by Umaid Waqas and then by the skipper himself. And now that fielder at point couldn't really run backwards. Hits it hard, hits it over the bowler's head, but the long off fielder is pretty straight, so Saqib will get the opportunity to get off strike. It was almost a bowler killer, that stroke. Ahmad Shakil did really well to get underneath and get away from the line of that stroke. Otherwise, if that ball would have hit him, it would have hurt. Oh, that looks close. This is absolutely close and given. Well, the change of angle works for Ahmad Shakil. He might not have been able to get Saqib Ikhlas out from the other end, but as soon as he changes the angle, brings the ball back into the left-hander, he was trapped right in front. He did raise his bat to suggest to the umpire that he might have got some bat there, but that looked absolutely close. Finally gets his first wicket of the night, Hamad Shakil. Ali Parvez Chawla just scoring 4. And we'll be walking back to the dugout with that fancy moustache he's got. It's 54 for 3.
Boom, खुशी का boom.
Strong workouts needs smart hydration. Shop now at applehomeware.com. Delicious meals start with smart stylish storage. Shop now at applehomeware.com.
With Hajj Khair Se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experiences, where every step is thoughtfully planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair Se, we extend the same promise: refined service, thoughtful planning, and complete peace of mind. Beyond sacred journeys, Al Khair offers international tours, airline ticketing, and curated Visit Saudi experiences, all delivered with the same standard of care. Al Khair, Pakistan's leading travel agency since 1992.
One of the really good fielders in the tournament and a very dependable middle order batter. Talha Malik comes out to bat at number 5 now for Mectum Farmer, and he'll have to do a similar job what he did the other day against Surati Perfumes. Gets off the mark straight away with that single towards the offside. Now we haven't really seen Hamad Shakil turning a lot of deliveries to the right-hander, but as soon as he was coming around the wicket to the left-hander, he bowled a couple of times to Ali Parvez, and on both the occasions he was able to turn the ball back into the left-hander, and that causes the undoing of the left-hander. Well, he was inviting Saqib Ikhlas to go for another big shot on the leg side, but he gave all sort of respect to the leg spinner. It's a successful over, comes to an end for Hamad. After 9, Mectum Farmer are 55 for 3. $55 for 3 after 9 overs, and it was well spotted by Shayan, who was standing at deep point, because there was just 3 fielders inside the inner ring, and now they have asked Ishan to come up and stand at backward point. Talha Malik now on strike. They've got 2 right-handers at the crease, so straight away they have introduced Umaid Waqas. Goes for a quick single, and you can expect that to happen on a lot of occasions as long as Talha Malik is out there in the middle, because he loves to run between the wickets, and he takes really quick runs. Now whether Saqib Ikhlas will be able to cope up with that, we'll have to see, but right now I'm pretty sure he'll be looking to get few boundaries coming, because he's been out for 27 deliveries now, and the scoring rate is still almost a runner ball. On these conditions, as a spinner, even if you concede runs at 7 or 8 and over and you get a wicket or two, they're usually considered as pretty decent figures by a spinner. Nicely timed, but they've got protection in the deep. Well, he wants to come back for the second run. There's a run-out opportunity where he was well in front of the stumps there, Humaid Waqas, and I think that's the reason why he doesn't really look that happy or satisfied. And the batter, Tala Malik, who is very quick, we talk about running between the wickets, he thinks he made it. It was a very late call to ask his partner to come back for the second run. He looks very confident, Tala Malik, but the third umpire will suggest whether he was able to take the bails off at the right time or not. It was not a full-blooded throw there from the fielder at deep mid-wicket. It took some time. In fact, after a couple of bounces, it reached Humaid Waqas, and he was standing wide in front of the stump, so he had to turn all the way around to take the bails off, and that might have allowed Tala Malik to return to the crease, but the replay will suggest whether he was able to do that or not. Well, he gathered the throw, he turned around, he took the bails off, the ball is still in his hands, and Tala Malik seems to be well shot. So it's going to be a huge wicket as Tala Malik will be run out at the non-striker's end. It was a late call to come back for the second run, and that proved to be a costly one. A good gather and a good way of disturbing the stumps. He loses another wicket. Mectum Farmer, they are now 57 for 4. So he might have not picked up a wicket with his bowling, but he made a brilliant effort to gather the throw and was able to take the bails off, although he was in a very awkward position to do that. But Tala Malik was well shot. So Saqib Ikhlas is still out there, and now he has been joined by another right-hander, Aswar Salim, who scored a half century the other day against Sarati Perfumes. But not every day is a Sunday, so he'll have to start all over again, and this time he won't have his partner Tala Malik, who just lost his wicket a couple of balls back. Just trying to hit that one a little too hard, Saqib Ikhlas, and the ball going exactly where he not intended, towards mid-wicket, because he was looking to drive that one towards extra cover. But first 10 overs, you could clearly say that it belonged to SAC. But they need to realize that the job is not complete yet. They'll have to make sure that they keep on bowling in that fashion for the next 10 overs too, if they want to restrict Mectum on a low total. Balls are quicker one, but it was angling down the leg side. Whether some bat was involved or not, the umpire will suggest, but it has been given as leg by. So, although they're going to get that run they were after of the last ball, but he'll still have to wait to get off the mark to open his account as per Salim. After 10, Mectum Farmer, the boys in green, are 59 for 4. So Mectum Farmer once again batting first. It was Humaid and Ibrahim Imran who came out to open the innings. Ibrahim was the first man to be dismissed when he couldn't really open his account. We saw Humaid scoring 22. He was dismissed by the leg spinner Zaid. Ali Parvez was dismissed by Hamad Shakil, and we saw Tala Malik losing his wicket courtesy of a run out in the previous over. But Saqib Ikhlas is still out there, and now he has been joined by the half centurion of the previous match as per Salim. As far as the bowling is concerned, 5 options have been utilised up till now by Numan Arfin, the skipper. Mustafa Musa, economical, and has picked up a wicket. So has Umaid Bakas and, in fact, Hamad bin Shakil, as well as the leg spinner Zaid. Well, he's not a big fan of driving the ball straight down the ground. Instead, he likes to hit them really hard, especially those horizontal bat strokes, as per Salim. We saw how much damage he can do in the previous match when he was able to get a half century for himself against Rati Perfumes. But he's up against an opposition who has got a very decent spin attack. Umaid Bakas, Zaid has bowled well. Hamad Shakil has bowled excellently. Pitched up and hits it wider of the fielder at long off. Umaid will be in action. Aswar will get off the mark with a single now. Now what can Saqib Ikhlas do? A couple of overs back he would have looked to take on the bowlers, but now they have lost a couple of wickets. So he can't really afford to lose his wicket. It's in the air, but it's not going to carry towards Shayan. A deep mid wicket will just get a run. Quite a lot of occasions we have seen Saqib Ikhlas targeting that boundary on the leg side, but the ball hasn't really travelled straight down to the fielder's throat. Slightly short, gets it wider of extra cover. He's got a long chase, Umaid Bakas, but he won't be able to stop this time. It's the first boundary for Aswar Salim. He's very strong on the offside, especially when he looks to give himself room. On this occasion, he was able to play the ball with the turn and got it to the right of extra cover and much left to the fielder at long off. Now, as long as he's out there in the middle along with Saqib Ikhlas, you can expect the team to score big runs. But for that to do that, they'll have to make sure that they score at least 10 and over from here on. And that will take them past 160. That is a much better lane against someone like Asfar Salim, who likes the ball when it's pitched slightly short. Hits it straight back over the bowler's head. Nice effort there from Umaid Bakas. Both the fielders and long on and long off got very close to each other, and usually in the process we usually see some confusion, and that turns out to be a boundary because it goes past both the fielders, but not on that occasion. This time it's Saqib Ikhlas who has managed to hit that one past that fielder at short extra cover, but now they've got that side of the area covered. Usually you see the fielder at deep mid wicket and long on, but now they have placed a fielder at deep extra cover as well. It's gone up in the air. It's another opportunity. Two fielders getting very close. Loopy delivery outside the off stump. Looking to play that one across the line. He has already got a boundary early in this over. Was there any need to play that sort of a stroke? The invitation was there. He'd sat down. So now they are in a spot of bother. Mectum Farmer, because now they have lost their fifth. The top scorer of the previous match has been dismissed. As for Salim walking back after scoring 6, they have lost half the side on 68.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियां जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं।
So the last few overs have been very decent for the bowling side. 5 wickets have gone down for Mectum Farmer, and that how has forced their captain to put on his defensive mode. SAC. Usually you don't expect a batter who has been out there since the start of the innings to play a forward defensive stroke in the 12th over, when you have already consumed 34 deliveries out there in the middle. Wants to go for a quick single, will get there easily. An underarm throw won't be enough at the non-striker's end. Now if you look at the overall stats of Mectum Farmer, 31 runs have been scored by Saqib Ikhlas, 22 were scored by Humaid. That means 53 runs have come from the bat of these two gentlemen, and the rest of the batters, the 5 batters, have only added 16 runs with the bat. So that shows that it has been a struggle for the boys in green, especially with the bat. Gets off the mark straight away, does Ibrahim towards deep square leg. He has batted down the order in this tournament so far for the boys in green, and he has been scoring valuable runs towards the end. One thing is for sure, that since they have lost a wicket courtesy of a run out, they won't be looking to pick up a risky single at this stage. A lot of layers if you talk about on Humaid Waqas. He's wearing a hoodie, then a jersey, and then a jacket over that. It's a poor delivery. Should have looked to bowl outside Yostam. Instead, he just drifted onto the pads, and Saqib Ikhlas able to maneuver that one behind square on the leg side for yet another boundary. As a bowling team, when you have already got 5 wickets of the opposition, you got to grab them from the scrub of their neck. But if you're going to bowl hit-me deliveries like that, you can always give the opportunity for the opposition to make a comeback in the match. Well, you could clearly see at the start of the over that Saqib Ikhlas wasn't really interested in taking any sort of risk, but anything down the leg side and it will be easy pickings for the right-hander. He's disappointed that he missed out, wanted to hit that towards extra cover, but will just get a single towards mid-wicket. 7 runs in that over from Humaid Waqas, who is still searching for his first wicket of the night. After 12, Mectum Farmer 75 for 5.
इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
खुशी का पुल
strong workouts needs smart hydration. Shop now.
Change in the bowling attack. Shayan Khalid, the new man introduced, starts off with a shortish delivery, but will just get a single towards deep mid wicket. Saqib Ikhlas. But they can still end up posting a modest total on the board, even if they go past 140 from here on, which is very likely. All they need is a pretty decent partnership of 30 or 35 runs, and they'll be able to do that. And then on top of it, they've got a couple of overs remaining of the power play, so they'll be looking to utilize that as well. I'm pretty sure the captain will be hoping that he can stay till the stage comes where they'll be opting for the batting power play, so that he'll be able to make use of those fielding restrictions. Because in the power play, you at least need one set batter, if not both. Well, he's very good, especially square of the wicket. Talking about Ibrahim, we saw him scoring plenty of boundaries behind square on the leg side the other day against Surati Perfumes, a side that he was a part of last time around. No matter if you're bowling to a left-hander or a right-hander, you just cannot afford to bowl on the pads, because the pull shot on that slog sweep comes natural if you talk about the left-handers or the right-handers when they are up against the spinners. At every dot delivery as a bowling team, you can expect the pressure to mount on the new batter, and you expect him to do something different. Although he's got very decent temperament, Ibrahim, he's not going to bog down by the situation that he has faced 3 consecutive dot deliveries. Now he picks up a single behind square on the leg side and will allow the captain to be on strike again. Well, he was put down twice in this innings, Saqib Ikhlas, once by the skipper and then just a ball before that by Umaid Waqas at long gone. Although they've got the fielder at fine leg, but he's still looking that in that region. Hits it just to the right of the fielder. Deep extra cover, will just get a single meanwhile. So good over this from Shayan. Just 3 singles coming in that first over. It's 78 for 5 after 13.
At applehomeware.com. Delicious meals start with smart stylish storage. Shop now at applehomeware.com.
With Hajj Khair se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experiences, where every step is thoughtfully planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair se, we extend the same promise, refined
Well, the captain is still fighting hard for his team. 38 of 40 deliveries is what Saqib Ikhlas has got up till now. Still no signs of the power play. Zaid coming on to bowl his last over and almost castle the skipper over there. But he was so disappointed that he missed out on that delivery, Saqib, that he did not even bother to stand onto his feet. His partner, on the other hand, wanted him to get that by, but he was still thinking about the shot that he missed. Lifts that one just to the right of the fielder at long on. Still couldn't get it past him. You could see that he's slightly getting frustrated now, Saqib Ikhlas, because of the fact that he hasn't really been getting a lot of boundaries. The run rate is still under a runner ball, and they've lost 5 wickets. Two for 23 for the leg spinner. I'm pretty sure Ibrahim will look to target square leg against the leg spinner with the ball turning into his pads. He has hit that one towards mid wicket, a quality stroke, but it was well stopped by Hamad Shakil at deep mid wicket. Nicely struck, gets it through the gap. But now they have permanently placed that fielder at deep extra cover. Ibrahim wants to come back for the second run. He should have looked to throw at the striker's end there, Hamad. Well, initially he wasn't even ready to throw, but as soon as he saw Ibrahim looking to come back for the second run, then he decided to throw, but even that towards the wrong end. Hits it straight, hits it powerfully, does the skipper. Will get the boundary he was after. Well, Zaid was hoping that Saqib Ikhlas might be looking to sweep that one towards mid. He just stood into his position and made sure that he got it over the bowler's head. It was a powerful blow by the skipper. Not only was he able to time it well, but he was also able to place that one in the middle of long on and long off. Now he decides to go over mid wicket. He gets it over the boundary ropes. He gets a 6 and a brilliant way to get to your half century. He was standing quiet until this last couple of deliveries. The previous one, he was able to hit that one over the bowler's head, and now fetching that from way outside the off stump and getting it towards mid wicket or the cow corner region, you could say. And the ball travelled all the way for 6. So expensive over comes to an end from Zaid after 14. Mectum Farmer.
Service, thoughtful planning, and complete peace of mind. Beyond sacred journeys, Al Khair offers international tours, airline ticketing, and curated Visit Saudi experiences, all delivered with the same standard of care. Al Khair, Pakistan's leading travel agency since 1992.
%100% natural growth और प्रोफेशनल बेयर्ड के लिए
4 overs. After 15, Mectum are 96 for 5. The last over of the batting power play, Hamad Shakil has now been given the ball. Well, every other finger of his left hand is taped. Maybe some sort of tactic that he's using so that if a catch comes to into his direction, he's going to be able to take that one. It's going to be a wide outside the off stump. There you see all the fingers in his left hands are taped. Hits it powerfully, gets it behind square. This the left-hander. He's going to get a much-needed boundary now for Mectum. With that 400 also comes up for the batting team. It was pitched up. He knew the ball will be turning into his pads, and he was able to get that one behind square. He was looking to hit that one behind square in the leg side, and he was able to do that. Still, square leg is up. And now he gets it wider of the mid-wicket region. He'll get another boundary, does the left-hander. Well, he has been in excellent form with the bat in this tournament. He has made valuable contributions lower down the order for Mectum Farmer in all 3 matches, including this one. If he continues to bat in this manner, he will be able to get his team past 140 or 150, but I just get the feeling will be a pretty decent total. Oh, it's poor misfielding effort. It's going to be another 4 for the left-hander. It was an attempted off-cutter by Hamad. He bowled it outside the off stump so that he could deny that pull shot or a sweep shot that he has attempted in the last couple of balls, and he was able to stay on the back foot. A shot that should have been stopped turned out to be a boundary for the left-hander. So the previous over from Ubaid Waqas was a brilliant one, as they did not concede a single boundary, but now they have conceded 3 with 2 balls still left. Now this looks close. He was on the back foot while pulling that one, but the impact might have been outside, and that's why, yep, there was no bat involved. So only the impact or the height could have saved him. Well, they are looking in a much respectable position now. Mectum Farmer, 110 for 5. 10 and over from here on will get them past 150, and they'll take it. The fact that they were able to defend 153 the other night against Surati Perfume, so that must have given them a lot of confidence. That was the lowest score defended by the team batting first of 153. It's going to be the last ball of the power play and the last ball of his spell, Hamad. Saqib Ikhlas decides to go straight. He hits it big. He hits it over the fielder's head. And he gets another 6 out of his bat. 20 runs coming in that over from Hamad. It was pitched up. Saqib Ikhlas once again sitting down on one knee. Mid-off was up, so it was a safe shot. And even if he would have been back, it would have been of no use because that ball went miles over the boundary ropes. A 6 to end the over. Mectum Farmer at 116 for 5.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियां जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
Bubble boom.
The last 4 overs coming up now for the boys in green. Mustafa Musa has been brought back into the attack. Might get a wicket straight away, and he does. A delivery that was just angling across the left-hander. Ibrahim was looking to go over square leg maybe. Got a leading edge, and it was the skipper, Numan Arfin, who was standing there at point, who was able to take a simple chance as Mustafa Musa gets his second wicket of the night. So the last over of the batting power play might not have gone in their favour, but they have struck gold by getting rid of the left-hander Ibrahim, who was looking set, who was looking good. Walks back after scoring 17. Mectum Farmer at 116 for 6.
खुशी का पुल।
Strong workouts needs smart hydration. Shop now at applehomeware.com. Delicious meals start with smart stylish storage. Shop now at applehomeware.com.
With Hajj Khair se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experiences, where every step is thoughtfully.
He's to join his skipper at number 8. They've got so much depth in their batting lineup. They've got Isa right now, and they've got Ali also padded up, who will be coming in next. Powerfully struck, but will just get a single towards backward square leg. Well, he fell down in the process of picking up a wicket at the last ball. That shows that he's not 100% fit. That's why he's bowling with a shorter run-up. And as a fast bowler, when you're not in your full bowling with your full run-up, you expect your pace to go down slightly. Just rolled his fingers over that, and Amar Shakil once again will be seen in action towards deep mid wicket. It's a very decent knock from the skipper Saqib Ikhlas, 59 or 51. You won't really want to talk about the strike rate at this stage because of the fact that the other batters have struggled. But he has been out there, and because of him, his side has looked in a very decent position right now. It's going to be another wide, another slower delivery that went further away from the right-hander. Now that's what happens when you're not bowling with your full run-up. Your pace goes down, and with that, sometimes you do lose your line in length. Well, he's holding his waist, Mustafa Musa. Up in the end, it's going to go over extra cover. The fielder from deep extra cover will have to come around, but in that process, Isa will get a couple, and they might look to get another because there was no one backing up nearby. Well, this is something that fielder at short fine legs should have discovered. He should have been the one looking to stop that throw in the backup, but he was very late to realize that, and by that time, they had already gone back for the third run. It's going to be another wide. The idea was right to bowl it outside the Ostrom as soon as he saw Saqib Ikhlas dancing down the wicket. But the ball just kept on swinging further away from him. Goes straight, goes flat, and goes over long off the Saqib Ikhlas. This is turning out to be a wonderful knock from the skipper. Thrice he has been able to clear the field. On all the occasions he has looked to hit straight. Slower delivery, he waited for it, sat down on one knee and just sliced it. Just went over the outstretched hands of that fielder at long off, but that was enough. A 6 to end the over. Mectum Farmer at 129 for 6.
Planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair Se, we extend the same promise: refined service, thoughtful planning, and complete peace of mind. Beyond sacred journeys, Al Khair offers international tours, airline ticketing, and curated Visit Saudi experiences, all delivered with the same standard of care. Al Khair, Pakistan's leading travel agency since 1992.
मेरी बियर मेरा स्टाइल, मेरा बियर ऑयल प्रोफेशनल बियर ऑयल, SAC प्रोफेशनल बियर ऑयल एंड मुस्टैच ऑयल.
Three more overs left for Mectum Farmer. 10 and over from here on, and they will be able to get past 155. 7 and over will get them to exactly 150. But they'll be eyeing more than that. And they can get more than that as long as the captain is out there in the middle course. He has been middling the ball beautifully in the last couple of overs. Bowling change. For the first time in this innings, we are going to witness Zishan with his medium pace. Not medium pace for sure. Starts off with a length delivery that just bounced a little more than the batter expected. Nice carry towards the wicket keeper. Swings that one towards mid wicket, but will still get just a single. In fact, the idea is also to get this captain back on strike. Now, he was able to tonk one over long off in the previous over of Mustafa Musa. Might be because of the fact that Mustafa Musa was struggling a bit. Was bowling those slower deliveries. Blasted that one past extra cover. He gets it in the gap. Might get a boundary, and he does get a boundary, does the skipper. What a wonderful contribution this is turning out to be from Sakib Ikhlas. Not only he's scoring valuable runs towards the end, but he's also improving his strike rate now. At one stage his strike rate was under 100, but now it has gone well beyond that. Well, he wants to come back for the second run. He'll get the opportunity. Well, Isa, his partner, is not even looking at himself, so that's why. Well, they'll just get a run. Well, he wanted to be on strike there, Sakib Ikhlas. You always expect another run to be taken by the time the throw reach either end, especially when it's done from deep mid wicket or deep extra cover region. A bit of a fumble there from Humaid. Now they have decided to come back for the second one and they'll get there easily. Well, at this stage of the innings, you shouldn't really care about who gets on strike and who doesn't, because you got to make sure that you score on every scoring opportunity, and you should look to convert the single into a couple as soon as you have seen a misfield in the outfield. He looks like a decent fast bowler, so SAC will obviously look to utilize him much earlier in the upcoming matches. Flicks that one towards deep square leg. Will pick up the single and will retain the strike at the start of next over. 10 runs in that over from Zishan after 18. Mectum Farmer at 139 for 6. Shayan Khalid bowling the 19th over now with Isa on strike. Hits it powerfully right in the gap between long on and long off, but we'll just get a single. Well, unneeded collision between those two fielders. (70 of 54 deliveries). Oh, what a shot that is! He has absolutely nailed that one over mid-wicket. Sakib Ikhlas, well, he's not looking to stop here. It was a gentle loosener outside the off stump. He shuffled across, opened up that leg side for him and got it comfortably over the fence at mid-wicket. Well, at one stage, 140 was looking very difficult, but now they can even go past 160 here. He goes again. His time is flatter, but it's even longer. It has gone good toe rows back over mid-wicket. An identical stroke, a similar result from the skipper. Well, are we about to witness something special here from Sakib Ikhlas? There have been 3 centuries that have been hit so far in the SPL. Are we about to witness the 4th one? 82 of 56. Well, he has at least made sure that he do not go on to win the cash prize of 8,000. At least he's going to get that 5,000 voucher from Debonair Saloon. Just missed it. But the opportunity is still there. They've got still 8 more balls left in this innings. He can still do more damage with the bat. He gets it in the gap. He gets it right in the center between mid-wicket and long on, and he gets another boundary for himself. Well, the off-spinner bowling to the right-hander, that too in the 19th over, might not turn out to be a good decision by SAC. We saw them suffering when he bowled the last over against Delhi Boys as well, where he was hit for a couple of boundaries and a couple of maximums by Haris Butler. And he's suffering that all over again. Now this might be close. Umpire has finally decided to go upstairs. He did move his back foot, but was the wicketkeeper able to take the bails off at the right time or not? The replay will suggest that. Well, he wanted to go for a single on the last ball so that he could be on strike. He could have easily gone for another big shot so that he could have got closer to his 100, and then obviously he would have at least got 4 or 5 deliveries in the next over. But he missed it altogether. Now the third umpire will intervene and decide whether his back foot was in the air or was it perfectly positioned. He getted that one cleanly. There's a wicketkeeper. Saqib Ikhlas was just in the process of moving his back foot. The stumps have been dislodged, but the foot wasn't lifted. So he survives. It's going to be a dot delivery. But what an over this was from the batting's point of view. 17 runs coming off it. It's 156 for 6 after 19. I don't think Mustafa Musa was 100% fit. That's why he won't be able to bowl the last over of his spell as well as of his this innings, and that brings Zishan once again. You could sense that he might be under a bit of pressure because he needs to make sure that he doesn't concede a lot of runs in this last over. Well, they haven't really taken any fielder deep on the offside, it seems. They've just got long on and long off, and 2 fielders in the deep on the leg side, along with the fielder at deep fine leg. It's gone its way up. The wicketkeeper is coming around. Will he be able to complete the catch? He doesn't. Well, he never looked like in a position to complete that catch, because that is how casually he was running towards the catch. And the ball, although it hit his gloves, but he couldn't pouch it in the end. But most importantly, they got the desired result with the captain now back on strike. Still needing 14 more runs to win. It's going to be a huge achievement if he goes on to score 100 from here on. Can Zishan avoid that? He gives himself room, gets it over point. There is no one out there in the deep. This will run away for 4. Yep. He moves into the 90s now, does Saqib Ikhlas. And single-handedly, he has brought his team into a commanding position in this match. He knew that the fast bowler will be targeting the stumps. He knew there was no one out there in the deep on the offside, so he just gave himself a lot of room, got outside of the line of leg stump, and was able to lift that one over point. So 4 more balls left. He needs 10 more runs. Now he was looking to target the gap between square leg and mid wicket, but he missed it altogether. From being in a position where 140 was difficult to score, now they have gone past 160 and they would love to add more in the next 3 balls. Gets an inside edge and very lucky that the ball didn't hit the stump. So now he wants to come back for the single. It's an underarm throw and he's going to be dismissed. He was looking to steal that single. He's going to keep on running, but now towards the dugout, as he has been run out at the non-strikers end, courtesy of an underarm throw from Zishan. He was looking to get another boundary there on the offside, got an inside edge, the ball going towards the wicket keeper, and then Saqib wanted to get off strike since his partner wanted a single, but he just couldn't complete his run. But he's now walking back after scoring a brilliant knock of 90 of just 62 deliveries. A wonderful contribution, batting at a much better strike rate than what he was, where he was initially. Mectum Farmer lose their skipper. They are 161 for 7. Well, Isa has managed to get that one behind square. He has timed that well. This will run away for 4 more. This is excellent result for the boys in green. Couple of boundaries coming in the last over as well. One from the bat of the skipper before he got himself run out, and now from Isa. Well, remember, they were 60 odd for 4 in the first 10 overs, and they have been able to score at more than 10 and over towards the latter half of the innings. That is some batting performance. Last ball of the innings might be a wide. It is. So they get 1 more. Well, remember, Saqib Ikhlas was put down twice in that very over. He goes for the big shot, but he doesn't connect that one well. It's not going to carry towards deep mid wicket. They would look to come back for the second run. The throw is at the striker's end. He's going to lose his wicket courtesy of a run out. Yup, the finger has gone up. And they're going to finish at 167 for the loss of 8 wickets, Mectum Farmer. But Numan Arfin doesn't look satisfied. He looks very disappointed, especially with the bowling effort in the last 10 overs. It was pitched up. He was looking to go over mid-wicket. Couldn't get enough elevation or the distance. The fielder did the right thing by targeting Isa at the striker's end, and the wicket keeper just dislodging the bails, ensuring that they won't be able to complete the second run. So that brings an end of quality batting by Mectum Farmer in their allotted 20 overs. Once again, couldn't start off well. Humaid scoring 22. Ibrahim walking back without troubling the scorers. Then a couple of failures towards the middle order. They saw a decent partnership between Saqib Ikhlas and Ibrahim, and then Isa also scoring 15 before he got himself run out. But the highest run getter of this innings, their skipper Saqib Ikhlas, 90 of 62 deliveries before he got run out in the last over. Couple of wickets for Zaid, the leg spinner, and a couple of wickets for Mustafa Musa, who was not 100% fit, and a wicket for Hamad. Could have been a lot more if those 2 catches were taken of his bowling, but unfortunately he could just pick up 1 for 37 in today's spell. So 167 is what Mectum Farmer have managed in their 20 overs. 168 will be the target for SAC if they want to keep their hopes alive to qualify for the knockout stage.
कट करो ना भाई, दिख नहीं रहा क्या तुम्हें क्या?
एक ही बात बता दिए। Oh, what a shot that is! He has absolutely nailed that one over mid-wicket. Even go past 160 here. He goes again. This time it's flatter, but it's even longer. It has gone. He gets it in the gap. He gets it right in the center between mid-wicket and long on, and he gets Zishan. Avoid that. He gives himself room, gets it over point. There is no one out there in the deep. This will run away for 4. Yup. Well, Isa has managed to get that one behind square. He has timed that well. This will run away for 4 more. This is excellent result for the boys in green. Put down twice in that very over. He goes for the big shot, but he doesn't connect that one well. It's not going to carry towards deep mid-wicket. They would look to come back for the second run. The throw is at the striker's end. He's going to lose his wicket courtesy of a run out. Yup, the finger has gone up. And they're going to finish.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियाँ जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
Bubble boom, खुशी का boom. Bubble ooh.
Strong workouts needs smart hydration. Shop now at applehomeware.com. Delicious meals start with smart stylish storage. Shop now at applehomeware.com.
With Hajj Khair se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experiences, where every step is thoughtfully planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair se, we extend the same promise: refined service, thoughtful planning, and complete peace of mind. Beyond sacred journeys, Al Khair offers international tours, airline ticketing, and curated Visit Saudi experiences, all delivered with the same standard of care. Al Khair, Pakistan's leading travel agency since
SAC. 168 is a target. Shahrukh Mohsin and Numan Arfin, the skipper. The opening pair for the boys in grey, as they are once again chasing down a target in excess of 160 tonight. Thrice in 3 matches they have been asked to chase down the targets. Couldn't do so in the first couple of matches, but now they will have to make sure that if they want to keep their hopes alive, they'll have to chase down these runs. Faizan Shoaib taking on the new ball and almost got through the defenses of the right-hander. Was an arm delivery, and pretty sure Numan Arfin had no clue about that whatsoever, because that ball came in sharply. Shahrukh Mohsin, on the other hand, had a pretty decent start in the previous match against Safe Pharmaceuticals before he was run out in an unusual manner. But this team will be expecting him to not only score big runs but also take them closer to the target. Mectum Farmer, on the other hand, will be much more satisfied out of the two teams after how the first innings unfolded, from 60 odd for 4 in the first 10 overs to being able to score 167. Speaks volume of how well they batted. That's what he usually does. He's not a big turner of the ball, but he bowls very well with the new one. Faizan Shoaib picks up early wickets, and that will be his role here tonight as well. He's very similar in role to Yahya Rizwan if we talk about Shahrukh Mohsin. Plays very late, gets very low down, and always looking to dab that ball towards backward point and short third man. Went for the sweep shot. He had no idea where the ball went. Neither did the wicket keeper. It's going to be another dot delivery. So 3 dots on the trot to win the first over. It's 4 for no loss. SAC.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार।
Numan Chawla sharing the new ball alongside Fazan Shoaib. Well, the very first ball was very close to the off stump that he bowled. He bowled to Numan Arfin, the opposition skipper. Well, they need some runs at the top of the order. He did show some resistance in the previous match against SAC Pharmaceuticals when he scored 40, but couldn't really get a lot of support from the other end. Looking to drive that one on the offside, missing it altogether, so a dot delivery test to end the over. SAC are 10 for no loss after 2.
चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना, हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियाँ जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
Well, we saw a couple of quality strokes in this over from Numan Arfin. First over extra cover and then over point. During that, he was able to collect a maximum and a boundary. Now, the previous delivery, he was following the batter, Numan Chawla, because he knew that Numan Arfin will be looking to give himself room. So he followed him, targeted his legs. And in the end, Numan wasn't able to offer any strokes since he was beaten by pace. Getting Q end of the bat, but will just get a run towards extra cover. Hassan Nuruddin, well, even in the third attempt, couldn't get at the ball. A single it is to end the over. After 4, they are 27 for no loss.
Bubble boom, खुशी का boom. Bubble ooh.
Strong workouts needs smart hydration. Shop now at applehomeware.com. Delicious meals start with smart stylish storage.
Well, the mandatory power play is over, and seems like Numan Arfin has opted for the batting power play as well, right after the first 4 overs. And that's why Faizan Shoaib has been asked to continue, otherwise he usually bowls a couple of overs with the new ball. Hits it powerfully. Nails that one over mid-wicket. That's the first, in fact, the second maximum now of the innings. It was a length delivery and he cleared his front leg because he was targeting that vacant mid-wicket region. And got plenty of bat on that one. It went flat and it went comfortably over the boundary ropes. I think it was the right decision to go for the batting power play because he knows that the batters in the middle order haven't really been able to capitalize on the opportunity as he goes once again, but this time it won't travel all the way, but will still get a boundary he was after. It was almost a similar delivery and he attempted a similar stroke, getting the same result towards mid-wicket. In fact, a boundary on that occasion. We have seen sides who have gone on to take the batting power play in the 15th or the 16th over haven't really been able to capitalize on those couple of overs and they have lost wickets in the process. So Numan Arfin himself deciding that they could only score at 8 and over in the first 4, so it's okay if you continue to hit him with that momentum in the next couple of overs as well. A bit of a fumble there from the skipper as they complete the second run, and once again even Mectum Farmer are targeting Shahrukh Mohsin Zain because they know that he is slightly casual while running between the wickets. Obviously the field will change with the left-hander now at the strike. They have sent Tala Malik at deep mid-wicket. They already have a fielder at long on for him, so he doesn't really have anyone deep on the offside. He can look to create some room for himself and try to go over extra cover. It was a quicker one. Maybe he was targeting to glance that one towards fine leg since there is no one out there. Just under Sajid, that backward square leg, but even he's inside the inner ring. That's a good stroke, and finally he finds the gap, just Shahrukh. He was looking to do that against Faizan Shoaib in the previous over too. On all the occasions the ball went to the fielder, but in this one, not only he was able to time it well, but he also placed that one in the gap to make sure that he gets a much needed boundary for himself. So a good start to this batting power play for SAC. We saw a couple of boundaries and a maximum overall 15 runs coming in that over. It's 42 for no loss after 5.
Shop now at applehomeware.com.
With Hajj Khair Se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experiences, where every step is thoughtfully planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair Se, we extend the same promise, refined service,
Saqib Ikhlas into the attack. Now remember, it's the last over of the power play. He has somehow managed to get it behind square, and he might get a boundary, does Noman, and he does. Well, that is an unusual way to get a boundary. Have a look at where he was looking to hit that one. Definitely towards extra cover. Got inside half of the bat. He was lucky enough that there was no one at short mid wicket, and square leg fielder was inside. But have a look at how quick the outfield is. Well, Saqib Ikhlas, who himself batted beautifully in the first innings. 90 is what he got of 62 deliveries. Now it's his responsibility to get a couple of wickets as well, at least. He got 2 wickets in the previous match against Surati Perfumes. Very handy off spinner. Flights that one up, but it was almost in that block hole. Can't really do much as a batter unless and until you decide to use your feet and take those deliveries as full tosses. Now he goes straight. It's up in the air, and it's just going to go over the long on's head. Well, Faizan Shoaib, with his abilities and few more inches, might have been able to take that one. He sat down on one knee. He was very clear in his mind that he wanted to go over long on, which he did. And Faizan Shoaib, we know how good a fielder he is. Had he been slightly more taller, might have been able to take that one. Now he goes over mid-off. It's a very safe shot, considering the fact that mid-off was inside, and he has signaled that one as a maximum as well. So a couple of sixes for the skipper. He's turning it on here for SAC. This is turning out to be a very productive batting power play for the batting team. Previous one over long on, this time over long off. As he's making sure that his last over of the power play also turns out to be a good one for the batting team. 32 is what they have managed up till now, with a couple of balls still left. He has decided to change his angle now. Saqib Ikhlas will be coming around the wicket. Now with an off-spinner coming around the wicket, you could expect the right-hander to target the leg side region. Maybe square leg or mid-wicket. Instead, he goes over extra cover. He gets it in the gap. Noman Chawla running to his left. Now they could have come back for the second, but it's the captain himself who wasn't interested. He moves on to 49 now, Noman, with Shahrukh still at 7. But they've got the start, exactly the start they were looking for. Scoring at more than 10 and over. Although they have consumed all their overs of the power play, but at least they haven't lost a wicket, and they have made sure that they have scored runs at the rate much higher than the initial required run rate. Have a look at this current run rate, more than 10. The required run rate at the start was just almost 8.5 and over. We'll get a quick single. Sensible batting from Shahrukh's point of view as well. There was no point of going for another extra risky stroke since you have already got 17 runs in the over, 19 overall. After 6, SAC have gone up to a flying start now, courtesy of the batting power play which went in their favour. They are 61 for no loss.
Thoughtful planning and complete peace of mind. Beyond sacred journeys, Al Khair offers international tours, airline ticketing, and curated Visit Saudi experiences, all delivered with the same standard of care. Al Khair, Pakistan's leading travel agency since
Fazan Shoaib has been taken off. Batla has been introduced. Starts off with a short delivery that could have been put away, but instead they got a single towards mid-wicket. They've got more bowling options as far as the spinners are concerned for Mectum Farmer. They've got Mozam Chaudhary as well, who has bowled well in this tournament, got 3 wickets in the previous match. They've got Anas Sajid, the new left-arm China wrist spinner, who has burst onto the scene in this edition of DSPL. Got 2 wickets in his first match, got 1 in the previous as well. But that decision of taking the batting power play straight after the first overs clearly worked in the favour of the batting team. Although they still need 106 more runs to win, and anything can still happen. It has been lofted. It's chance for Tala Malik at long on, and he doesn't really drop many. So Numan Arfin will be really disappointed by the short selection. He was batting on 49. He could have easily got that single and got to his half century. Instead, he wanted to go for the big shot. The very first ball that he faced against Batla, the ball slightly turning away from him, got to end of the bat, and he was so unlucky that it was Tala Malik down there at long on who took it comfortably in the end. So after providing a wonderful start to his team, Numan Arfin perishes after scoring 49. SAC are 62 for 1.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार, आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार।
So the 62-run opening partnership comes to an end between Shahrukh Mohsin and the skipper Numan Arfin. That brings Imad Zia at number 3. Well, he had a decent start to this tournament. Imad Zia scored 70 odd in the first match against Daily Boys, but went out cheaply in their very next match against, say, Farmer. Today he's been promoted up the order at number 3. So that means SAC means business. Not only they want runs, but they want the runs to come at the same pace as what they have achieved up till now. It's a low full toss and he gets it past extra cover. It's a quality stroke from Shahrukh Mohsin, but a wonderful effort in the deep by Hassan Nuruddin. He saved a couple of valuable runs for his team, putting his body on the line, diving to his left, ensuring that he pushes the ball back as Shahrukh gets a couple. He prefers coming around the wicket to the left-handers. Batla, now that is clever. Using all the pace on offer from the leg spin as he guides that one towards third man for a boundary. Quality batting this from Shahrukh Mohsin. He knows the square boundaries are not that easy to come by, especially with the batting power play is over. So what he does, he uses all the pace from Batla and just dabs it towards third man. We have been mentioning that before as well. It has been a very good batting strip throughout the tournament here at DSPL Season 7. And the outfield has been very quick as well. They have reacted to the previous stroke. Now they have introduced Ali Parvez Chawla at first slip. Punches that one towards long off as he gets another single. So 9 runs and a wicket in that over from Bartla. After 7, SAC are still scoring at 10 and over. They are 70 for 1.
ये किलकारियाँ जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड।
Bubble boom, खुशी का boom. Bubble ooh.
Strong workouts needs smart hydration. Shop now at Apple.
Another change in the bowling attack. Anas Sajid comes into bowl with his left arm wrist spinners, especially from the gymnasium, and I think they have opted the right end for the left hand spinner, because we saw Humaid Waqas bowling his last over from that end, and we saw significant turn from the left arm spinner as he was able to beat Saqib Ikhlas on 3 times. Anas obviously will look to turn the ball. He bowls slower through the air, and in the process he can give a couple of full tosses in every over. He's tall, so you can expect him to get more bounce as compared to the other spinners. They have maintained the run rate of 10 and over for the first 7 overs, so they can afford to play a little quietly, at least for a couple of overs right now, as they are still looking to see of the new bowlers that are being introduced. Bartla and Anas Sajid from the other end. I'm pretty sure they're going to introduce someone like Mozam Chaudhary as well. It's important that they keep wickets in hand. SAC. We haven't really seen that happening from the batting on the boys in grey in the previous 2 matches. Slog sweeps that, gets it in the gap, does Shahrukh. He's going to get a boundary he was after. Never an easy stroke, especially when you're looking to hit against the turn. But have a look at his front leg. It was pointing almost towards deep mid-wicket region, so that just opened up leg side for him. Went through with that stroke, got it in the gap, and got that boundary he was after.
स्ट्रीम की येलो हो गई, अब रेड हो गई वापसी.
Cuts that one, but it goes straight towards Mozam, who was standing there at point. Had he missed that, could have been a wide delivery, but instead he chose to cut that one. It turns out to be a dot delivery. 6 runs in that over from the left arm spinner. After 8, they are 76 for 1.
Homeware.com. Delicious meals start with smart, stylish storage. Shop now at applehomeware.com.
With Hajj Khair se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experiences, where every step is
The required run rate has stayed at under 8 runs every over for the batting team because of the fact that they have been able to score runs at more than 9 an over. Bartla can afford to bowl it slower through the air, just like the way an Sajid usually operates. He's keeping them outside the off stump. He's good with those strokes, Imadzia. Now Sharik is just going to have a word with his partner Imad. Maybe he needs to try something different. Maybe look to punch the one on the back foot or try to work that one towards the leg side, since there is no one at short mid wicket or short square leg on the leg side. Well, this sort of passage of play can backfire for the batting team. Just looking to hit it as hard as possible, whereas all he needs to do is to time the ball well and get a single. Bartla, well, that was a definite plan from him. He bowled 4 deliveries outside the off stump and then he just pushed that one into the right hand. If he had missed that, that ball would have missed the leg stump. So the plan almost worked for the leg spinner. He will change his angle again, does Bartla. Shahrukh Mohsin is just having a look at the field on the offside. Couple of fielders very close to the bat at point and at extra cover. 2 behind square on the offside at backward point and short third. And he's able to punch one towards Faizan Shoaib at long off as he picks up another run. But a wonderful over comes to an end from Bartla. Just a couple of runs off it. 9 overs done. SAC are 78 for 1.
Thoughtfully planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair Se, we extend the same promise: refined service, thoughtful planning, and complete peace of mind. Beyond sacred journeys, Al Khair offers international tours, airline ticketing, and curated Visit Saudi experiences, all delivered with the same standard of care. Al Khair, Pakistan's leading travel agency since
Well, they've got a very straight-ish deep mid wicket to block that slog sweep from Shahrukh Mohsin. And he somehow gets it fine. Will get a boundary, does Shahrukh. Well, he wasn't really interested in letting that ball go towards the wicket. Wicket-keeper would have been called a wide, but since it was much slower in pace, so he had a lot of time to just get into that position where he could have hit that one fine, and he did. Although it was a brilliant run chase from Bartla just after completing his previous over, but he couldn't stop it. As a result of it, Shahrukh Mohsin gets another boundary. Just played that with soft hands. He wants to come back for the second. His partner is trusting him and they'll be able to get there easily. Well, this is something that we have witnessed from Anas Sajid in the previous 2 matches as well. Although he's a wicket taker and he gets those wickets for his team, but every now and then you can expect him to bowl a full toss or a very loose delivery outside the off stump or down the leg side. He's taking his time tonight, Shahrukh Mohsin, and that's good to see. We saw how beautifully Saqib Ikhlas batted, and even his strike rate wasn't up to the mark by the time he was on 35 or 40. In fact, at one stage he was 59 or 51 deliveries, and then all of a sudden we saw him putting on the accelerator button, and then was able to score 90 of 62 deliveries with a healthy strike rate of 145. So it all depends on how much time you spend out there in the middle, and you then make that count towards the end instead of just throwing your wicket away and putting an unnecessary pressure on the new batters coming in. Low full toss, he gets another one towards long off, so it has been a good start this on the batting team. They were 27 for no loss in the first 4. Then the next couple of overs, which were off the batting power play, they were able to score 35 runs from them. They lost their captain straight after that, but Shahrukh Mohsin has taken the responsibility of being the senior partner in this partnership. It's a dot delivery to end. After 10, they are 87 for 1, SAC. Just 1 wicket has gone down so far for SAC in this run chase. It was the captain who was dismissed by Mohammad Bartla in his very first over. He got out on 49. Shahrukh is still out there, and he's being supported by Imad, who's come out at number 3. As far as the bowling is concerned, 5 options have been used already, although we are yet to see Mozam Chaudhary. Just 1 wicket has been picked up, and that was by Mohammad Bartla, whereas the skipper, Numan Jawla, Faizan Shoaib, and even Anas Sajid have been wicketless so far. Into his 3rd over now, Mohammad Bartla. Shahrukh is still looking to get those boundaries on the offside against the leg spinner. And he's being invited by that angle that Bartla is looking to create as well. By coming around the wicket and coming wider of the crease, he's looking to angle the ball into the left-hander, hoping if the ball turns, he'll be able to make those stumps into play. They're getting themselves into a very strong position now, SAC. In fact 80 more runs is what they need. So you could say that half the job is done by the batting team. And they still have 9 wickets in hand, so unless and until we don't witness a huge collapse from the batting team, it seems like they're going to be able to win the game. A thick edge will run down fine, and he'll get the boundary he was after, Imad. Not in a convincing manner. He was beaten outside the off-stump on a lot of occasions in the previous over as well. Even on this delivery, he was looking to thrash that one really hard. He was lucky. A slip, and he got a thick edge that went down towards 3rd man for a boundary for the right-hander. Bartla, just for my liking, has been bowling a little too quicker. Punches that one off the back one. Well, that came right out of the middle. Will get the single he was looking for, and that will once again bring Shahrukh Mohsin on strike, who has batted beautifully, I guess. Didn't commit a blunder like he did in the previous occasion, in the previous match, Shahrukh Mohsin, when he was caught napping and he was run out by Anas Saber. Slight full toss. He has managed to get that one past the captain. Will be looking to come back for another easy couple. Although it's a flat throw, but it's well wide of the stumps. And they want to come back for the third as well. Brilliant running between the wickets. Sloppy fielding, to say the least, from the boys in green. Nine runs of this over already with the ball to go, so Bartla needs to do something different here. In fact, not only him, but every other bowler. Drops that one slightly short, couldn't get it past the bowler. 11 done. SAC are racing along there, 96 for 1. So they're just a couple of runs away from reaching past 100. That will make things even more simpler for the batting team. Mozam Chaudhary now into his first over, but I just get the feeling he has been introduced a little late for my liking. Now, the only thing that can go in the favor of Mectum Farmer is the fact that the batting team doesn't really have the luxury of the power play, because they have taken the power play when the captain was at the crease, Noman Arfin, and he was able to make use of them. 69 is what they are after. They've got 9 wickets in hand. They've got 2 set batters now at the crease. We'll get at least a couple of runs now, Imad Zia. It's been timed well. The fielder will take some time to return the ball, as a result of which they will get a couple of runs, and 100 is up for SAC. Seems like they have calculated this run chase. SAC, not only they want to chase down the remaining runs, but they want to get there as early as possible so that they can also improve their net run rate. Bit more bounce for Mozam. Gets another easy single towards the captain at extra cover. 6 runs in that over from Azam Chaudhary. Yes, things are going smoothly out there for SAC. After 12, they are 102 for 1.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार।
Well, he bowled 1 over during the batting power play, Saqib Ikhlas, where he was hit for plenty of runs, and in the first ball goes for a boundary as well. Well, the error in the fielding department continues for Mectum Farmer. It was slightly short, but should have been stopped. It went straight down towards Anas Sajid, and have a look at the ball going straight through his legs and ending up gifting 4 runs for the batting team. Well, Saqib Ikhlas, he was so happy, so satisfied with the batting efforts of himself as well as of his team, as they were able to score more than 10 and over in the last 10 overs, because of which they were able to finish at 167. But now it seems like all that effort is going to go in vain. They have switched that fielder, and Sajid has been asked to stand at backward point inside. Ali is now standing in the deep on the offside. Who's going to change his place once again, since it's the left-hander now at the crease, Shahrukh Mohsin. We might see a little bit of more shuffling in their batting order if a wicket goes down, because they want to make sure that they don't take this game till the 20th over now, SAC. Although it can still happen if Mectum Farmer can pick up 3 or 4 wickets. But if they don't lose wickets and this partnership continues to flourish, we might see a lot of risks being taken by both these batters. And then if a wicket goes down in the process, we might see a lower order batter coming in. It can be even Mustafa Musa if he's fully fit. They got a 62 runs opening stand, and now this partnership has added 46 as well. Pitched up, hits it powerfully. It was partially stopped by the bowler himself in his follow through, and then it was Fazan Shoaib at long on who had to charge all the way to his left to make sure that Imad just gets a single. Well, they were able to defend the lowest total that was put up by the side batting first, 153 in the previous match against SAC, against Surati Perfume in fact. Today they got a lot more, they've got 167, but I don't think they'll be able to defend this unless and until they start picking up wickets, and that too in clusters. Lofted drive over extra cover. This is a beautiful stroke. It's running away from the fielder at long off, and it will find the fence. Even Fazan Shoaib couldn't stop that one. That is how beautifully placed that was from the left-hander. He gave himself a bit of room, hit that with the turn, got it over extra cover and got it further away from the running fielder at long off, and he made sure that he ends the over with a boundary. So another expensive over stays from the captain. 11 runs off it. It's 113 for 1. With the batting team now just need 55 more to win. Into his second over now, Mozam Chaudhary. Once again, picks up a quick single, and they will look to convert that into a couple as well, because the throw was a wide one, and Ibrahim, with even his reach and a diving effort, couldn't gather it. Well, that's what happens when there is a lot of pressure on the fielding team. You get to see a lot of blunders being committed by the fielders in the outfield. We saw that in the previous over when the ball went through Anas Sajid's legs, and now a quick single turned into a couple. He's going to get another single towards long off. Well, the wicketkeeper wants better effort from his fielders. Things have significantly gone quiet for the fielding team. They have really been silenced by this batting performance of these two gentlemen. 54 runs is what they have added for the second wicket. .168 was never a big score on this batting strip. It was almost a par score of what we have seen in this tournament. But the fact that they were playing against a side who was struggling, who wasn't really being able to chase down the target in the last couple of matches, that's why you would say that it was being considered as a decent score, especially because of the fact that they were in a very down and out situation in the first 10 overs, Mectum Farmer, but they were still able to get past 160. But now with the batting efforts of their captain from Shahrukh Mohsin and now from Imad Zia, they have been able to get very closer to the target. Now he slipped Talha Zia towards his left, but he was still able to make sure that he stopped the ball with his right hand and made sure that Shahrukh Mohsin could only get a single towards deep extra cover. Good over this from Muazzam. The fact that he hasn't really given a boundary and he has only conceded 4 runs up till now. Goes for the big shot, does Imad Zia now. It's an opportunity for Talha Malik. He's getting underneath it and he takes it. They have only picked up a couple of wickets, and in both the occasions it has been that same man who has taken those catches out there in the deep. He took one at long on to get rid of Numan Arfin, and now he gets another one at deep mid-wicket to get rid of Imad Zia. The ball just turning much more than he anticipated. He was cramped in for room. It went up in the air, and Talha Malik, who might have slipped a couple of balls ago, but he was able to hold his balance and was able to complete that catch. So Imad Zia came to bat at number 3, scored valuable 21 runs before he got himself out after 14. SAC at 117 for 2.
आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार. ये किलकारियाँ जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं. इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे. मदर केयर, योर बेबीज बेस्ट फ्रेंड.
Bubble boom, खुशी का boom. Bubble, ooh.
Strong workouts needs smart hydration. Shop now at applehomeware.com. Delicious meals start with smart stylish storage. Shop now at applehomeware.com.
With Hajj Khair Se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experiences, where every step is thoughtfully planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair Se, we extend the same promise: refined service, thoughtful planning, and complete peace of mind. Beyond sacred journeys, Al Khair offers international tours, airline ticketing, and curated Visit Saudi experiences, all delivered with the same standard of care. Al Khair, Pakistan's leading travel agency since
Well, Shazan Shoaib has been brought back into the attack straight away because that means Mectum Farmer are in need of wickets. Oh, that is clever. Very clever from Shahrukh Mohsin's point of view. He knew there was no one at fine leg. He just got a little tickle and he's going to get a boundary of the very first ball. Not a good start to the over. This from Fazan Shoaib. Very first ball that was angling down the leg side, and have a look at him just paddling that one towards that vacant leg side region. There was no one out there at fine leg as he gets a boundary of the first ball. That's the other one that just holds on to its line after pitching from Fazan Shoaib. .47 is what they need. They've got 34 balls left to do so. The current run rate still almost 8.5 and over for the batting team. Well, we expected a shuffle in their batting order, and they have done exactly that as they have sent someone like Hamad Shakil at number 4. Although they could have gone with a regular batting order, they would have sent someone like Mujahid Naseem at number 4, but he scored few runs in the previous match. Hamad Shakil towards the lower order, so he's been sent as a pitch hitter, maybe to score a few more boundaries right now. Flicks that one behind square now. Initial shout is for 2. He's running the first one hard and he wants to come back for the second, which he does. Usually to the new batter, you would love to bowl a few dot deliveries so that you can build some pressure. But Hamad was able to play that one behind square so that he could get a couple of runs for himself as well as for his team. And now he goes straight, but it's an not an opportunity, you would say, because the ball just falling between the two fielders at long on and long off. Ali Parvez getting there first from the long on position and making sure that Hamas just gets a single, but you could see that the intent is pretty clear from the big right-hander. He doesn't want to waste a lot of time around. He just wants to make sure that the ball is in the arc. He's going to go for the big shot. Shahrukh Mohsin, on the other hand, is batting on 48. Just a couple of runs away of what would be a very well-constructed half-century from the left-hander. His captain was dismissed on 49. The left-handers look so elegant when they are looking to drive that ball towards long on and long off. An expensive over comes to an end from Fazan Shoaib. 9 runs off it after 15. SAC at 126 for 2. Still needing 42 more runs to win. Mozam Chaudhary gets it towards the offside. The ball just changing its course after getting hit on the legs of Anas Sajid, who was standing there at backward point. But they just get a single. And once again, he has been swished and he has been sent out in the deep. With that single, it's the 50 for the left-handed opener. Shahrukh Mohsin scoring 50 of 42 deliveries tonight. But his goal would be to make sure that his team gets those remaining 41 runs. Anything can still happen. If they lose a wicket or two right now, things can get really interesting from here on. Hamad Shakil hits it flat. He hits it towards mid-wicket and he gets it over the boundary ropes. Solid connection from the big right-hander. It was just too full, just a little wide outside the off stump. These right-handers usually favors the leg side, as he does. And he got it comfortably over the ropes and past that running field at deep mid-wicket. Well, one thing is for sure, that they don't want to take this match down to the last over. They still need 35 of 28. But they shouldn't look at as 28 balls remaining. They should consider that as 3 overs remaining for the batting team after this one. Bowls it short, hits it flatter. Much to the left of the fielder at deep mid-wicket, who does a pretty decent job. But has he been able to push the ball back? I think he is looking to gather his cap because he knew that the ball might have touched the boundary ropes. But a brilliant shot once again from the right-hander. Just overcompensating on that occasion was him dropping it short, bowling it quicker. Hamad knew that the length will be slightly short. Have a look at the effort frame of Tala Malik. But in the process of pulling the ball back, he knew that the ball did make contact with the boundary ropes. And as a result, he straight away signaled that to the umpire. Sensible. Very sensible this from Hamad. It seems like he has been sent out on a mission. And so far, he is answering the call of the skipper. They are inching closer to this total now, the batting team. Shahrukh Mohsin, well, we might see him also opening up his shoulders and looking for those boundaries. Haven't really given a lot of chances to the fielders either. So it has been a flawless run chase, to say the least. Bowls it slightly shorter and he was wrong-footed, but he was still able to stop that one partially, Anas Sajid. The ball is absolutely following him everywhere tonight. 13 runs in that over from Mozam, an expensive one from the off-spinner, as after 16 SAC have able to manage 139 for the loss of a couple of wickets.
सिमट आया है पूरे घर का प्यार, जब घर आया है घर का स्टार। चेहरों पर खुशियां ही खुशियां हैं सारी, सब बांटने को तैयार है माँ की जिम्मेदारी। हर चीज को खूब परखना, हर कदम फूंक फूंक के रखना। हर दिल चाहे बस छू लूं एक बार।
The first of them belonged to Mohammad Batla, who got rid of the skipper Numan Arfin when he was batting beautifully during the power play. He was out on 49, and since then we have just seen Imad Zia getting dismissed. He comes back for his last over. Well, this match is getting into a very interesting phase now. Mectum Farmer, well, they need a couple of really good deliveries where they can get a couple of wickets. Although on the other hand, the batting team is looking for an over where they can get 10 more runs so that they can get even closer to the target. One good over or a couple of good overs where if they can pick up a wicket and can get away with 3 or 4 runs will make things slightly more difficult for SAC. A shot, and he is able to put that one away on the offside. He's not going to get a boundary because Ali has been very good in the outfield. Shahrukh just gets a single. It was timed well, but it was very well chased down to his right by Ali. Now Hamad was able to get a boundary and a maximum in the previous over against Moazzam Chaudhary. Will he look to do that again? Won't be that easy with the ball turning away from him. And I'm pretty sure Bartla will look to bowl further outside the off stump. And he misses. Well, you were expecting the leg spinner to bowl it outside the off stump, which he did. Up till now, Hamad Shakil has been looking to hit every big shot towards the leg side, but it was very difficult to fetch that ball away. He thrashes it, but he gets it over point. This might run away. 3 fielders are in pursuit to stop the ball, but the ball wins the race as Hamad gets a much-needed boundary for the team. Bhatla wasn't happy. He was expecting a better effort from those 2 fielders behind square on the offside, but just getting a little too harsh there because it was placed perfectly in the gap. Moazzam was running in from deep extra cover. 2 fielders were running in from backward point. One of them was Hassan Nuruddin, who's very quick across the outfield, but even he couldn't get to the ball as Hamad gets a much needed boundary for SAC. Now he wants to come back for the second run, but he won't be able to do that as Numan Chawla was quickly running towards the ball, and he made sure that he kept it down to a single. But a wonderful over from Bhatla comes to an end. At least he has given a bit of chance for the bowling team to make a comeback in this game, because SAC, with 8 wickets in hand, just need 23 more to win in the last 3 overs.
आपका बेबी है घर का स्टार। ये किलकारियाँ जब दिल को छू जाएं, एक नर्म मुलायम एहसास जगाएं। इसीलिए मदर केयर के साथ बेबी को मिले वही केयर, वही प्यार जो माँ चाहे। मदर केयर, your baby's best friend.
A lot depends on that man on your screen, Hamad Shakil. He was slightly, and in fact a lot unlucky in the previous innings when a couple of patches were put down of his bowling. And then we saw Saqib Ikhlas going on to score 90 odd runs for his team. But he has batted beautifully up till now. Strike rate is beyond 200. Anas Sajid, the new bowler, in. It's been hit flat and it goes over square leg. Well, they needed a bat over. They needed a big over right now, SAC, and they have made sure that they got a 6 of the very first ball. So even if they score 5 singles from here on, the job will be almost done for the batting team. It was a flat hit, and even a jump in the air from the fielder at there in the deep wasn't enough. So 150 now up for SAC. What a wonderful run chase this has been. Very decent, very sensible. Well, Shahrukh was too far down the pitch, so he couldn't really come back for the second, although Hamad Shakil was still interested in completing that second run. With that 6 of the very first ball, now the required run rate is down to 6 and over. So they need 16 of 16 balls. So it's a batting side's match to lose from here on. I mean, they should be able to chase down the remaining runs, which will be their first victory of this tournament. And that will open up the points table. It's going to be a wide. Yep. Well judged by the left-hander. Must have picked that delivery from the back of his hands. He can bowl a wrong gun as well, but we haven't really seen him attempting that. I think he's slightly short of confidence tonight in a Sajid because of his efforts in the field tonight. As a fielder, when you have let few balls go out of your reach and that turned out to be boundaries for the batting team, you are not feeling that confident. And the fact that he hasn't really picked up a wicket as well, that just doesn't help his cause. Now it's an opportunity, but the fielder couldn't really get at the ball in the first attempt, and that allowed both the batters to reach their respective ends. Pretty sure Hamad will look to get another big shot coming. Up till now he has hit a couple of sixes and a boundary, all towards the leg side. He's a tall man, so he can use his long handles. Just couldn't get it from the middle of the bat. Will just get a single, but he'll think the job is done. With that 6 that he got at the very first ball, he has now got his team into a position where they can easily even get the job done in singles. But I'm pretty sure they would not want to take it down to the last ball. This can go down to the last over, that's for sure. Goes for the slog sweep. Now it's up in the air, but it's going to fall in no man's land. Numan Chawla running in from deep mid-wicket. Couldn't get closer to catch the ball as Shahrukh Mohsin gets a single. 156 for 2 after 18 overs.
खुशी का पुत
Strong workouts needs smart hydration. Shop now at applehomeware.com. Delicious meals start with smart stylish storage. Shop now at applehomeware.com.
With Hajj Khair Se, we set the standard for premium Hajj experiences, where every step is thoughtfully planned and every detail perfected. With Umrah Khair Se, we extend the same promise: refined service, thoughtful planning, and complete peace of mind. Beyond sacred journeys, Al Khair offers international tours, airline ticketing, and curated Visit Saudi experiences.
So 12 runs needed in the last couple of overs for the batting team. Well, you can't really expect the batting side to lose from the position they are in right now, with still 8 wickets in hand and just needing a runner ball in the last couple of overs. But we have seen funny things happening in T20 cricket. If Mozam Chaudhary can somehow bowl a quiet over where he just gets hit for 3 or 4 runs, so you can expect the batting team to be under a lot of pressure in the last over. That's why it's important that they get at least 1 boundary in this over to make sure that they don't have to chase down a lot of runs in the last over. Starts off with a wide down the leg side. It wasn't gathered by the wicket keeper. There was no one at fine leg either. So they're going to come back for a couple. 3 more runs will be added to the total. Well, we were talking about Mozam just giving away 3 or 4 runs in his entire over. He has gifted 3 runs without even beginning the over. So that makes it even more simple for the batting team, as they now just need 9 more runs to win, and you can expect them to do that in this particular over as well. Hits it on the up, gets it wider of Faizan Shoaib at long off. They will easily come back for another 2. Well, this victory for SAC will open up the points table, because now we'll have both these teams who have played 3 matches up till now and they've got 1 victory. Faizan Shoaib will take this one easily. Oh, he puts that one down. And they just got a single. Well, if there are 2 fielders, you can expect to take all those catches. One is Tala Malik and the other one is Faizan Shoaib. Just took it a little too casually, I guess. Or maybe he expected that even if he would have gone on to take the catch, the opposition would have still won. Could not even take it in the 3rd attempt. That now brings Ahmad Shakil at this strike. Hits it flat. The ball won't carry to Faizan Shoaib now, but he will still get the run he was after. So we are talking about the points table. Both these teams after the end of this game will have a couple of points each out of 3 matches that they have played, and they will still have a couple of matches remaining. So things are getting very interesting now in this TSPL Season 7. We have got 3 teams who have won 2 matches at least in this tournament. Rajbi, Little Darling by Zubedas, and Medicam. Another misfield, and it's that man again, Anas Sajid, who is not having a good time in the outfield today. They're going to come back for another couple. And they might get one more. In fact, it's going to be a run out, but they needed a direct hit. The wicket keeper was... Well, he wasn't ready. He wasn't expecting the throw to be coming at his end. So they need just 2 more runs to win. At the start of this over, we were expecting Muazzam to bowl an economical over, but that really hasn't happened. Started off with it wide, where they were able to get 3 more runs, and then on every other delivery they have been able to score runs easily. So just 1 shot away now from getting their first victory in this tournament, SAC, and that will give them a huge confidence. Comes down the pitch and he misses it. Might have got it off the bottom of the bat, but he wanted to clear the field, I guess. Bowled it much slower through the air, Muazzam, so I'm expecting him to bowl a quicker one. Oh, it's a lovely delivery. He flighted that one up. He missed it altogether. There's Ahmad, and this match will go down to the last over, with SAC just needing a couple of more runs to win.
All delivered with the same standard of care. Al Khair, Pakistan's leading travel agency since 1992.
मेरी बेयर मेरा स्टाइल, मेरा बेयर ऑयल, प्रोफेशनल बेयर ऑयल, SAC प्रोफेशनल बेयर ऑयल एंड मुस्टैच ऑयल.
Well, Shahrukh Mohsin has an opportunity of hitting the winning runs for his team, and he deserves to do that. He got out in an unfortunate manner in the previous match when he was run out, but today he took his time during the first 6 over when his captain was getting those boundaries at ease. He was the one who took time. But as soon as Numan Arfin lost his wicket, he took responsibility up his shoulders, and now his team are in a position where they just need a couple of more runs to win. Ali Parvez Chawla has been brought in to bowl the last over. Just 1 fielder deep on the offside, 2 on the leg side. So it's a regulation field setting by Saqib Ikhlas. Bowls that one short. It's going to be another dot delivery. Well, will he look to bring some more fielders inside the inner ring? I don't think he's looking to do that right now. Now he gets much more connection, but it's an opportunity for the fielder at mid-wicket. He puts that one down, and that runs away for 4. Could have been a little more interesting had that catch been taken. It would have been a new batter coming in with a lot of pressure on him, with still needing a couple of more runs with 3 balls to go. But not only did he drop the catch, but he also allowed the ball to go past the boundary ropes. It was Numan Chawla, I guess, who made an error. and as a result of which, Shahrukh Mohsin did manage to hit the winning runs courtesy of a boundary towards mid-wicket, as SAC have opened their account in this DSPL Season 7 by winning their first match. So 168 was the target for the boys in grey. They started brilliantly with a wonderful knock from Noman Arfin, their skipper, who scored 49 of 25 deliveries. He was the first man to be dismissed when he was holed out in the deep at long on. Then we saw a decent partnership between Shahrukh Mohsin and Imad Zia. Imad Zia was dismissed after scoring 21. Hamad Shakil was promoted up the order at number 4 today. He played a wonderful knock of 28, supported Shahrukh at the other end, who got a half century, and they were able to win this game by 8 wickets. A wicket apiece to Mohammad Batla and Muazzam Chaudhary, and the other 5 options weren't able to pick up a wicket tonight. As a result of which, Mectum Farmer have lost this match, and SAC have got those crucial 2 points to open up this points table even more in DSPL Season 7. Instead, he just long on and long off. Now he decides to go over mid-wicket. He gets it over the boundary ropes. He gets a 6. been able to take that one. Now he goes over mid-off. It's a very safe shot considering the fact that mid-off was in